Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to another video episode on the Forgotten Weapons Library. I figured we're going to be doing some coverage on the 1903 Springfield and some of its variations coming up on the blog, so I needed to do some reading up on the subject. So I pulled out a couple of books from our library and figured we could go over them today as well. Take a look at what kind of books you might be interested in yourself. If you're a collector of the 1903 or would like to become a collector of the 1903 or just want to know more about them. So the first book I pulled out is The 03 Springfields by Clark S. Campbell. It's an older book, 1981 published. These are still available. You can still get a copy of the 03 Springfields. And what this book does better than all the others is target shooting and ammunition. So if you're looking to get an 03 for long-range NRA shooting or just your own serious long-range shooting, this is the book to get. It's going to talk about ammunition, it's going to talk about gunsmithing, modifications you can make to the 03 to make it more friendly to the target shooter. And there's a lot of information about the vintage sporting Springfields. Don't get me wrong, this book isn't specifically and entirely on target shooting. It does have a good history of the 03, all the different variations, sniper rifles, the Pedersen device, grenade launchers, bayonets. It has all that information. It's a little succinct, and the focus of the book really is on target shooting. So that's our first, the 03 Springfields by Clark Campbell. The second book we have is probably the most common one you'll find out there, and that's 03 Springfield Service Rifle by Bruce Canfield. You may recognize Canfield's name. He also wrote the book on the M1 Garand and M1 carbine that we reviewed previously. In fact, he has quite a few books out on American service weapons. And this is, like the others, quite good. This is an excellent history of the 03 Springfield. Covers all the different variations, covers the Pedersen device, covers interesting models like the periscope rifles that were made for World War I with an elaborate shoulder stock and periscope and bolt mechanism that would allow you to actually fire the rifle from inside a trench with just the rifle sticking up over the top so that you couldn't be shot at. This covers those, covers the air service rifles, which are a very rare variant of the 03. Does a great job and goes into quite a bit of detail on the different models. Being able to tell the difference, for example, between a Remington and a Smith Corona stock on an 03A3. Just very minor differences that let you figure out which is which. So this is probably the most common book people will find. These are still in publication. You can get them easily. They're a mid-range book. This is a $50 book on Amazon, and it's not bad. If you need good information on the 03 Springfield, this is a good way to get it, an easy way to get it. And this will cover 99% of everything that you wanted to know. So also, very good. Springfield Service Rifle by Bruce Canfield. Now thirdly, for the really serious people who need to know about Springfields, we have this final book, the Springfield 1903 Rifles by William S. Brophy. And this one really is a goldmine of everything you ever wanted to know, and all the stuff most of us really couldn't ever care less about. If you want to know every variation of bayonet scabbard for the 03, it's in here. There's a copy of the technical drawing for the 1903 bayonet, or one of them, that's in here. All the variations of sporting rifles, of sniper rifles, the weird stuff like the trench rifles and the air service rifles, those are all in here. We have I opened up to one random page. We have a technical drawing for the Piper aiming device, which, if I take a closer look, is a mirror system by which a student shooter could fire the rifle normally, and their sight picture could be viewed by an instructor standing 90 degrees offset. Cool, interesting piece of history. And in here we have discussion of it. We have 6 different pictures and a technical drawing of the thing. That's the kind of information you're going to get in Brophy's book. tables of not just production and serial numbers of the regular rifles, but NRA national match and heavy barrel target rifles made out of the 03, serial numbered by year. That kind of information is what you'll find in here. Example here, we have rear sight bases, all 6 different variations in a line, and if you don't look really closely, you can't even tell that they're different. That's what you can get here. So the people who really need to know everything there is to know about Springfields, you want a one-stop book, it's Brophy's book, the Springfield 1903 Rifles. If you want the more typical thing, what most people are going to be interested in, that's Canfield's book. And if you happen to be one of those guys who just wants to take your Springfield out and really shoot it as well as you possibly can, and learn more about people who used Springfields in competition and the rifles they were using, that would be Campbell's book. So we'll have links to all 3 of these below, and we'll have some coverage coming up on the 03 Springfield on the blog on ForgottenWeapons.com. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.